Hello, mate. How you doing?
I'm doing very well. Nice to see you.
Hey, good seeing you too, bud. I want to talk about something that blew my little mind because I click play, I start watching The Man Who Fell to Earth, and bang, I see you crawling out of a hole, butt naked. I see you getting tasered by the police, you're butt naked because you're trying to ingest a hose pipe and you're butt naked. You know, is this probably the weirdest moment you've had in your career?
I think it's definitely up there. Yeah. I think the hose ingesting. The hose ingesting isn't as weird as taking the hose out. And there's just reams and reams of this hose. When you see this show, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's and actually just sort of trying to sort of do that in the moment, and it was very very peculiar, but kind of fun. I mean, that's the whole thing. It's like there's a lightness to the show, and there's a kind of there's an energy to the show that I just thought was really great.
Be real with me. How many takes did that hose thing take?
It was, we shot it. It was one very, very kind of long night that we shot, and it just was countless takes of like in the not very warm weather. So it was interesting.
Interesting was a safe word to say when there are people listening to this Zoom call. You played it well there, bud. You're not the first person to have played this alien creature before, because of course David Bowie played it in the film of the same name, but that was released like a year before you was even born. You wasn't even a wee little twinkle in your mother's eye. Did you take anything from Bowie's portrayal and make it into your own and adapt it?
Yeah, I think sort of inevitably you kind of you end up, because I think Bowie just he sort of set the tone of this of Antheans, so kind of iconically in that in the film. So I think for me it was always that what I felt he expressed was this really deep kind of emotional intelligence, which is mixed with maybe a kind of a sense of naivete, but it's almost the kind of wonder, and then a little bit of this kind of self-destruction that's sort of in there as well in the mix. And I think that sort of, I think, becomes a template for Antheans, just to understand where maybe how there's a sort of Anthean broad sort of look at the world, But then in terms of the specifics, I think you kind of can only play your own alien. You can't really play somebody else's version of an alien, because you have to look at the moments in your life. I think when you're building a character, when you're building any character, you look at the moments in your life when you have felt certain things that are connected to what the character's feeling. And so you have to kind of connect to those moments when you felt like a bit of an alien, when you felt maybe isolated, or maybe felt that you were on the outside looking in. And then that's kind of how you construct, your own alien, I guess.
Just connect to those moments when you was digesting a hose pipe, those sort of moments.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you balance it with that, yeah.
Now that you've played the same character as David, is there any other character that has already been established in a film or TV series that you'd love to get your hands on and portray yourself?
That's a good question. I don't know, actually. I haven't really thought about that. I think it depends on what the kind of world is as it's created, because again, you don't really want to just sort of play something that somebody else has done if that's the entirety of what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like, because you probably just want to leave it alone because it is already there and it's fantastic. But if it's sort of expanded in a way, if it's relevant in the here and now in a slightly different way than maybe it was then, or then I think there's something exciting about extending a story, about telling, like this is sort of 40 something years later. And I think there's something kind of exciting about picking up where these characters have left off and seeing how the world has changed in the interim period.
Plus, you also got to play Scar. I mean, you sang Be Prepared, so you've kind of completed everything that there needs to be.
I mean, that is done now. That is, cross that off the list.
I'm a little bit jealous because that is my shower song and I kill it every time. Just saying.
Oh, interesting. Nice.
Yeah, I don't want to say I'm coming for your job, but...
yeah. But you don't feel like a rendition, or...
No, right. I've only got 15 minutes. If I had 20, oh God, I've done the whole first act for you. This series pays homage to David Bowie as well because it names every episode after one of his songs. What has been your favorite episode from the whole series?
I think for me, I think that it's very hard to choose a favorite episode, I'd say, first of all. I just think but I think that the arc of the story, from where it begins and to where it ends, what I really found really gratifying about it was that that it kind of lands in this place where it feels very whole, So in a way, by the time that I was starting to shoot and read the last episode, which is sometimes where in a series, it's 10 hours or whatever, you can sometimes feel like that, you've kind of lost connection with the earlier parts of the episodes or the middle, that it's gone, the 10 hours of the show has sort of distanced you from where you started. This actually ended up doing kind of the opposite for me. It's like when I was watching and involved in episode 10, it made me feel like I had completed this kind of journey that was very kind of, that was very sort of tight and full. So I'd say, I really engaged with watching the last episode. I just feel like that was where I can just really see the whole journey of this character and of the story. And that was from reading it, and that was from sort of playing it and seeing it. So
there's something that sets the hair off for me, and that's the fact that there's a very minor reunion in The Man Who Fell to Earth, because Bill Nighy is also in this. This is the Love Actually fix I need. And you're the man I need to go to, because this has been haunting me for years. Was Mark a bit of an arsehole to Peter?
I think that is clear at this point. I feel like we can look back on all of this and say, he got away with it, really.
He is an arsehole. We're just saying that. Arsehole.
Yeah,
right. Well, from the one film I watch at every Christmas to the film I'm probably going to watch every single day when it's out in cinemas, I just want to briefly talk about Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. I am a massive wuss. I'm not going to lie. There's some adverts that I can't even watch because they're scaring me. Is Doctor Strange as scary as everyone says it is? Help me out.
I think you're going to be fine. I suspect you are going to be totally fine. I think that there's going to be something for everyone, and you can always close your eyes. There's no shame in it. But I don't think you're gonna need to. I think it's I think in Sam, Sam Raimi is extraordinary and brilliant, and I think that he is creating something with this that is really extending and expanding that whole kind of Doctor Strange part of the Marvel universe in a way that I think is really, really fun and really exciting.
I'm just saying, if I pee my pants in the cinema, I'm coming to you to buy me some new ones. Now that you said it's not that scary.
That's fine.
Good. You've got that Man Who Fell to Earth money. You can buy me some. Thank you. And of course, in the trailer, we see lots of variants of Doctor Strange, and even a variant of your character. We see Master Mordo, a more sort of sinister version. Between you and me, was it quite nice beating up Benedict Cumberbatch? Because I bet it was.
Oh, you think? Why would you say this?
If you said to me, "Do you want to fight Benedict Cumberbatch?" He seems like one of the loveliest guys in Hollywood. Yes, I do. Why not?
I think that that Mordo I think that he is interesting in that relationship. In that relationship and the dynamic of their relationship, which is always kind of moving towards this confrontation. I think there's definitely something about all of that would probably satisfy that character.
What you're saying is Mordo is a better person than I am. That's what I got from that. Brilliant. The internet is rife with theories, and I know you can't confirm or deny anything. I won't make you do that because I'm not a monster. But I want to pitch some theories to you, and all you've got to do is just simply make a noise back. Any noise in response to it, and I will use my psychological prowess to understand and decipher what you mean. So I just want to see John Krasinski will finally portray Mr. Fantastic.
Huh?
Oh, Master Mordo is the main antagonist in the film. And you will take me to the world premiere of Doctor Strange and we'll go together. That one sounded like a yes. I can confirm. I'll see you there. I'm getting my tux ready. See you there. Well, thank you so much for chatting to me and for taking me to a Marvel premiere. You're a star.
And the pants. Remember the pants.
I always forget pants. That's the problem. I'm going commando right now. You didn't need to know that.